today I just want to talk about something very quick, and it's actually about a topic that um, and something that came occurred to me just the other day. I was as I was jogging at at the forest as usual. So again, some of the things just come to me, and as and when they come, I just talk about them. So yesterday, I think I went to jog a bit late. So I think I got to start the run at around around quarter to 6 or 20 or something minutes to 6. That is PM, East African time. Now GMT, I guess. So, and I was just trying to make sure that I try utilize as as much time as I can, as fast as I can possibly handle, in that I don't miss out on the time. So in the end, I found myself uh, sort of like you know um, not necessarily delayed, but wanting to be quick to finish the run. Just in case it gets dark. You don't want to be caught up in a forest. Even though it's a public forest and fairly managed, you don't want to be caught there at night, because you don't know what the pythons are planning, and all those other interesting creatures out there in their own comfort zone. So so I tried the best I could, and because I mean, like I said before, usually this particular forest, I have run in there for quite some time now, so I sort of like understand the routes, regardless of whether or not I have a map, or whether or not I have people I'm running with, or anything like that. So I'm able to always navigate around. So this time I actually tried to find what I what I thought was a shorter route, because my intention was to do at least maybe what 30 minutes or thereabout. So did my thing. Now, what initially was intended to be a shorter route, in the end turned out to be a new adventure, because you always find a place you've not been to when you run in that forest, because it's big. So uh, often than not, you find yourself somehow either getting lost, or but one or the other, for sure you'll get back to the desired destination, as long as, because there are two main gates. There's one on the other side, which is the Kiambu gate. There's the other one, which is the Limuru gate. So one or the other, you will always find a way. Anyway, so I did my thing. So it got to you know uh, it was now getting to 6. and the thing with that forest is that, again, because I think of how naturally it is designed. You find that that some trees are really really tall, and there is always it gets dark in certain areas, and then you find there's light in other areas. So I sort of like began thinking, oh, okay, hold on, could I be you know in for a surprise? That is, am I gonna get lost like the other time, um, or what's what are my options? So um, what I did was, my mind ran to, okay, I need to find a familiar route, first, and before it really gets dark, and so that now I don't find myself completely in the middle of nowhere, and I'm not even able to recognize any specific route, and find myself caught in the dark. So, yeah, so sort of, I think naturally, uh, I kind of like began panicking, not like necessarily, going full mode into panicking, but more like, you know, subconsciously, uh, I think going into that sort of like mild flee or flight, flight or fight kind of mode. I guess a part of my brain was, thinking, is it called Armageddon? Eh? Amygdala or the neocortex? I mean, those that study the brains would know. The other part of the brain that sort of like gets doesn't necessarily, the unrational, the subconscious brain, I think, was going into that zone. Anyway, so so I began, I think, starting run fast, trying to get to, somewhere familiar as fast as I could. But then I think as I was doing that, now the rational brain, I think, came to play, you know. So I began asking myself, okay, what if I'm running so fast, but off, like I'm running so fast, to get to, but in fact I'm running so fast into maybe, the wrong direction. Thinking that I'm actually running to the gate, but actually I could be running very fast into the mystery, disappearing, going deeper, you know, and then also, but if I don't run that fast, chances are I'll be tiptoeing, running slowly to the finish line. Or, okay, again, if I'm getting lost, I'm losing time. So I could be running fast, you know, into getting lost. Also, walking slowly into getting lost. In the end of the day, I'll getting lost. I'll still get lost. But okay, if I am running to the right gate, right? So the thing is, if I run faster, I could get there faster before it gets dark. Or I could be tiptoeing my way into, the right gate. So it got me thinking, in life, sometimes, you know, I asked myself, okay, what is the right pace, in whatever it is that we do in life? Because you find yourself, if whether it's a business you're doing, or if it's a goal you're pursuing, a personal goal in life. So, how fast do you run? Hmm? How fast do you pace yourself? Or how slow do you pace yourself, right? Um, because could you be running so fast and, you know, into the wilderness, into off an off uh, direction to achieving, whatever it is that your goal is? Or would you at the same time be tiptoeing to the goal, meaning that you will arrive there way later? Or could you be running fast actually towards the goal? So the question is, what what how do you pace yourself? So what came to mind, as I was doing that, and I was just asking myself, okay, if I get lost, if I'm going the wrong direction, certainly it's definitely gonna be dark on me, and I don't even know, because cell phones don't work in some areas in the forest. So my only hope was, to see any sign that would, direct me, or find people that I would ask. So so finding people could be some stroke of luck, right? Because they are not static. They are waiting for whoever is lost to, to be directed to the right path. Uh, Equally would be finding a ranger in the forest, because the rangers, they would be there for that purpose, or the forest staff. Um, but then normally the entrance is closed off at 5:30. 5, yeah, 5:30, I think. 5:30 or quarter to 6, I think. And people expect to exit the forest by I think 7 latest. Now, naturally, the staff would normally step out and go about their lives. So it would probably again take some bit of luck for you to find someone, you know, along that direction, assuming you get lost, or uh, you would be able to see, a, a signpost that shows you, because they well mapped out. But I guess again, like I said in the last video, I think one of the videos I did, the forest. Sometimes monkeys, especially, like to destroy those signposts. But also, if it gets so dark, you may not even be able to see the signpost. So, meaning that perhaps you need to run fast enough when it comes to the pace in life, in that you're able to at least uh, get to those key pointers. In this case, there would be like the signpost in the forest, and maybe that would be your KPIs. If let's say it's a business, so that now if you say you've set a goal, and a milestone is, let's say, X number of deliverables. So you have your key performance indicators in place. So that maybe at each other time you hit a KPI, maybe that will be your signpost. But again, you may not, before you may be going off the KPI, and perhaps you stumble into someone with some form of experience, or special knowledge on the subject that you're pursuing, and that in itself could be now your good luck charm, in terms of, if it were the forest, either meeting a ranger or a stranger who would point you. And sometimes you might be doing the exact, quite the wrong thing, and you find yourself completely off. You can't, you're just going off the direction of your KPIs. That is if it's business, right? And you might end up actually in total darkness. But by and large, I really thought that I actually did this video yesterday. It's just that I got, I think, so tired. Even today, I had a long day, and I said, but if I don't, do this now, before I close off the day, I mean, probably tomorrow has its own, challenges. So I might probably not be able to find the time, or continue procrastinating, saying, I'll do it tomorrow or the other day. So anyway, again, as always, this channel here is one thing that inspires me, and I know that one or the other, someone somewhere out there would find something exciting or interesting from what we discuss. I'd love to get feedback, but let me know. Again, question is, what do you think? How should we? What would be right pace? In our life journeys. Are we running very fast into the the dark, the den that is off totally, the desired direction, or are we are we slowly tiptoeing ourselves to the finish line, or are we even like running through, but still in the wrong direction? What things should we recognize in our life journey, that sort of like is it what's the word, simulate, I guess, yeah, mirror, or rather mirror, the equivalent of KPIs. That's if it were in the forest, the signpost that would point us in the direction. So my baby just need to always be, open to things that start come your way. So again, uh, I'd love to know what you think would be the right pace, because again, you cannot afford to move so fast if you're not strategically aware where you're going. Neither can you afford to move too slow in the absence of perhaps knowledge. So, what is the right pace? I'd really, really love to hear from you, and I would definitely, also want to learn and benefit from my feedback. So, give me a shout. Let me know. Comment, share, and like the video. And let's keep sharing. Let's keep growing the community. And it's always a pleasure whenever I'm able to do this. I really, really hope that someone out there picks one or two things and finds them, quite insightful. So, with that, I'd really love to, close it here for the night. And I'm wishing you, wherever you are, a good evening, a good morning, a good afternoon, and greetings from Nairobi. Kwaheri, bye for now. Mungu awabariki. God bless you. Mungu abariki Africa. God bless Africa. Richard out. Catch you on the next one. Keep strong. Cheers.